This is a CBS 5 News at Noon with Allison Bybee.
Good afternoon. Welcome to CBS 5 News at Noon. On this Monday, we begin with breaking news. A Fort Drum soldier is behind bars, accused of killing New York State Trooper Joel Davis in the line of duty. State police in Jefferson County say Trooper Davis was responding to a call of shots fired during a domestic dispute last night in the town of Theresa. They say Trooper Davis was shot and killed while approaching the home. The suspect seen here, Justin Walters, has been arrested. This happened just after 8 in the town of Theresa. That is about an hour and a half from Syracuse and about 30 minutes north of Watertown. Our own CBS 5's Brandon Roth is live in Watertown, where police are gearing up to release new details. Brandon?
Well, Allison, you can see flags are at half staff here at the Troop D headquarters barracks. This is the unit that Trooper Davis was assigned to. Trooper Joel Davis, a 36-year-old, 4-year veteran of the state police, father of 3 children. Now, this happened just after 8 o'clock, not too far down the road in the town of Theresa on County Route 46. Trooper Davis was responding to a domestic violence call with reports of shots fired when he was confronted in the driveway by Justin Walters, a 10th Mountain Division infantryman stationed at nearby Fort Drum. Walters, police say, was carrying a rifle. He pointed that rifle at Trooper Davis and shot him with 1 round in the chest. Trooper Davis was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead shortly before 9:30. Now, Walters then surrendered to police inside the Walters residence. Police found the body of his wife, 27-year-old Nicole Walters. She too had been shot and killed with what police say was the same rifle that Trooper Davis used, the same rifle that was used to kill Trooper Davis. Now, as for Walters, he was in town of Luray court this morning, where he has been charged with first-degree murder of a police officer and second-degree murder with intent. Both of those are felony charges. He's going to be back in court at 5 p.m. This afternoon. We're going to go for more information on Justin Walters. We're going to now go to CBS 5's Justin Page is standing by, all new at noon with the details. Justin?
The scene is still very active here in the town of Theresa. State troopers are searching the home of Staff Sergeant Justin Walters. Walters is an infantryman with the 10th Mountain Division at Fort Drum. First arriving at Fort Drum in September of 2007, he spent all 10 years of his career with the Army based out of Fort Drum. He's had 2 year-long deployments to Afghanistan, one in 2009 and one again in 2011. The Michigan native also accrued a number of awards throughout his service, including an Army Good Conduct Medal. The U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command Unit is involved in this investigation. However, it is being led by the New York State Police. For now, reporting in Theresa, I'm Justin Page.
Justin, thank you. Our team coverage continues now here in Central New York with our own Dan Massigno has local reaction.
Yeah, Allison, it's a tragedy that all law enforcement knows. The sheriffs here at the Onondaga County Sheriff's Office know all too well, and first responders. They know that it comes along with the inherent danger of the job. Now, this morning, many local first responders showed their support for Trooper Davis. Take a look at this as Trooper Davis's body made its way to central New York. State troopers and other local law enforcement agencies escorted it to the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's office. Some even lined the streets in downtown Syracuse on Sarah Logan Street. Thank you to Ed Nadell for sending this to us. Now, the Cicero Fire Department raised an American flag to honor the fallen trooper high above that processional line. Now, Onondaga County Sheriff Gene Conway talked to us last week about the inherent dangers of law enforcement. He says the number of officers killed with a gun is much higher than in the past. Conway says it can happen anywhere. He says when a shooting death of an officer occurs, he takes a moment to consider ways to keep his deputies safer.
We will get together and we will think of additional training. We've already taken steps months ago to equip the officers with more equipment to make them safe, or as safe as possible.
Sheriff Conway says when any first responder goes out, they always run the risk of being in a dangerous situation. He says it's important for them to remember that at all times. Reporting live in Syracuse, I'm Dan Massigno.
Dan, thank you so much. And we will be streaming the very latest details set to come in from a news conference. It's now scheduled for 1:45 this afternoon. You can watch that live right here on our website, cnycentral.com. Now we check at 12:05. Let's touch base with meteorologist Matt Stevens with the check of that forecast.
Hey, thank you, Allison. A very good early afternoon to you and to everybody joining us as well. We're taking a live look towards Syracuse on our Stanley Law Sky Watch, brought to you by Adirondack Furniture. Partly sunny sky at the moment. Not totally sunny, not totally overcast. You can see that high, thin veil of clouds doing some filtering of the sunshine. You can actually see that on the visible satellite picture. We have both the high, thin, wispy cirrus clouds, additionally some of those puffy cumulus clouds as well. So that's why we're going with the partly sunny sky indicator for not only right now, but I'm thinking through the rest of the day as well. Triple Doppler radar brought to you by Fulso Service Experts is quiet this midday. Temperatures are in the 70s to low 80s. Typical high, low 80s this time of the year, and we should be roughly in the ballpark of that this afternoon. Partly sunny skies expected on your Gulf forecast. You're thinking about hitting the links or maybe just have any sort of outdoor activities for this afternoon. Should be dry. I think our next chance, a better chance of showers comes in early on this evening, but latest information in now suggesting the afternoon should end up dry. Our high temperature up around 83 degrees. I'm going to let you know how long we keep these 80s around on our 7-day forecast coming up. Good early afternoon to you once again. I'm CBS 5 meteorologist Matt Stevens. Time right now is just about 12:09. We appreciate you hanging out with us midday here. Here's what we can expect through the rest of today. Breezy, it should be mostly dry through the rest of today. Some of our viewers well up to the north of Syracuse, you may run the risk of an isolated shower, but for the most part, immediate Syracuse viewing area, we should end up dry at least through the afternoon. Back into some showers and thunderstorms beginning tonight and then through Tuesday as well. As a general statement, it's a pretty active pattern ahead. Here's our Fulso Service Experts triple Doppler radar. Things are pretty benign at the moment. Temperatures upper 70s to the low 80s. For example, 80 in Lakeport, checking in at 78 here in Syracuse and 79 degrees in Fulton. And you'll notice that we are coming away precipitation free across the viewing area. That's reflected on your afternoon and early evening drive cast with temperatures anywhere from the upper 70s to the low 80s. Partly sunny skies, a little breezy. I think we turn a bit on the muggy side by late day. We're really not all that muggy at the moment, but you may notice that uptick in the humidity by late day today. Our sunset, by the way, 8:46. Here's our satellite and radar picture. Give you a little broader perspective. The primary culprit for our active weather over the course of the next probably 4 or 5 days or so is going to be a wavy boundary that's currently draped just up to our west and northwest, and it's going to act as a loose focusing mechanism, kind of like a set of railroad tracks that these little disturbances can slide along, and we're going to have numerous disturbances sliding along it over the course of the next 4 or 5 days or so, and that's why we have so many chances of showers and thunderstorms coming up. Let's track that first wave for you with our Futurecast. You probably saw it out over the Ohio Valley. Let's time that out for you a little better. Running out through the afternoon, we're still just into partly sunny skies, but this evening, different story. I think we're into some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Those continue through the overnight, again in a spotty fashion, not a steady heavy rain all night, but we'll be in and out of a few showers and storms. Tuesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think those may start to taper somewhat by late day tomorrow. Here's our 7-day up to a high of about 83 degrees, breezy and turning a little muggy by the end of today. Should be dry through the afternoon. Chance of showers and storms developing this evening. Call them spotty in nature through the overnight. 69 degrees for a muggy low. Humid. New information in now suggesting we're not as breezy as we originally thought for Tuesday. 82 degrees for a high with scattered showers and storms tapering somewhat by late day Tuesday. On our Wednesday, muggy, mostly sunny early, then partly sunny. Chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm on our Wednesday with our high up around 80 degrees. For our Thursday, humid, 81 degrees for a high. Back into scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think those taper by late day Thursday. Friday, we could be into a bit of a stubborn system, meaning that it gets hung up in the works and we'll be left with stubborn cloud cover, drizzle, fog, a couple showers around 75 for a high. Warming up more so on Saturday. Look at that, 87 with an isolated shower or thunderstorm. In a very active pattern like this, a great way to stay up to date is with our interactive Doppler radar at cnycentral.com.
Matt, thank you. Now at noon at 12:12, state police issued more than 10,000 tickets during their 4th of July statewide Stop DWI campaign. Between Saturday, July 1st and Tuesday, July 4th, troopers arrested 240 people. They say they investigated 152 accidents in which 248 people were injured and 3 people were killed. The campaign also targeted speeding and aggressive drivers. Look at the numbers. More than 4,000 speeding tickets were issued. U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer is calling to regulate snortable chocolate. He is urging the FDA to look into this new product called Coco Loco, saying the company is marketing it as a drug. He says there are too many unanswered questions to let it hit the shelves. The product promises feelings of well-being and mental focus. The senator is comparing it to ecstasy. However, the company says Coco Loco is safe. A new survey says men, Republicans, Northeasterners, and those who pay with a card instead of cash are the best tippers. Creditcards.com looked at the tipping habits of consumers and found those groups tip a median of 20%. The survey says women tip a median of 16%, and Democrats, Southerners, and those who use cash tip a median of 15%. Prime Day kicks off tonight. Amazon's 3rd annual discount holiday is tomorrow. It's a day with special online shopping deals exclusively for Amazon Prime members. There are 30 hours of deals starting tonight at 9 o'clock and new deals as often as every 5 minutes. You can see the deals early at Amazon.com/Prime Day. Still to come for us after the break here on CBS 5, we continue to follow breaking news out of Jefferson County. A state trooper has been killed in the line of duty. Now a live look in Watertown at the state police barracks where flags are flying there and the American flag and others at half staff, to honor Trooper Davis. In just about an hour and a half, state police will update us on the death of Trooper Davis. You can watch all of that live on our website. Killed in the line of duty, Trooper Davis at cnycentral.com.
Nothing to do? Try these events in your community.
A hearing on women's pay gap at Syracuse's Zoo at Burnett Park. Testimony is accepted Tuesday, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. Meet Splash and Bubbles. Your kids know who they are. It's summer enrichment for kids at Destiny USA's Canyon area. Tuesday, noon till 3. It is free. Pet rabies shots at the Georgetown Highway Garage, Tuesday 5 till 7, or Granby's Highway Garage, Wednesday 6 till 8. And an Erie Canal bike ride starts at Fayetteville's Limestone Plaza at the Canal Landing Park, Tuesday 6 till 8. It is free. A lot more. I'm Laura Hand. To get your event listed, send us an email in your community at cnycentral.com.
Welcome back to CBS 5. We continue to follow breaking news this noon here on CBS. A Fort Drum soldier is behind bars, accused of killing New York State Trooper Joel Davis. State police in Jefferson County say Trooper Davis was responding to a call of shots fired during a domestic dispute last night in the town of Theresa. Our own CBS 5's Brandon Roth is live in Watertown, where police are gearing up to release new details. Brandon?
Well, Allison, I am outside the Troop D Zone headquarters. This is where Trooper Davis was stationed. You can see the flags are at half staff. A very sad day. They're getting ready to have a press conference here in a little over an hour. As you said, Trooper Davis was responding to a domestic violence call on County Route 46 in Theresa last night, shortly after 8 o'clock. He was met in the driveway by 32-year-old Justin Walters, a soldier at nearby Fort Drum. Walters had a rifle. He pointed that rifle, police say, at Trooper Davis and shot him with one round in the chest. Trooper Davis was taken to a local hospital where he died an hour shortly before 9:30. At that point, the suspect, Walters, surrendered to police, and when police searched the house, they found Walters' wife, 27-year-old Nicole, shot and killed also with, police say, the same weapon. As for Walters, he was in the town of Luray court this morning. He's been charged with first-degree murder and second-degree murder. He's due back in court at 5 p.m. The 36-year-old Trooper Davis was a 4-year veteran of the New York State Police. He is survived by his wife and 3 children. We're live in Pamelia. Brandon Roth, CBS 5 News at noon.
Brandon, thank you. Well, today, Governor Cuomo released a statement on the death of Trooper Davis. He says, in part, quote, "The entire New York family grieves today for Trooper Davis. His death is yet another sad reminder of the risks law enforcement officers face each day in order to protect our communities." And to watch that news conference that Brandon mentioned, you can head to our website. It's scheduled to start at 1:45 this afternoon. We are streaming it live at cnycentral.com.
And we're taking a live look at the triple Doppler radar brought to you by Fulso Service Experts. Things are quiet at the moment locally. We'll talk about when we're back into some showers coming up.
This is a CBS 5 News at Noon with Allison Bybee.
Good afternoon. Welcome to CBS 5 News at Noon. Here are the top 5 stories you should know before you head out the door on this Monday. Killed in the line of duty. New York State Trooper Joel Davis was shot and killed late last night. State police say a U.S. Army soldier has been charged with murder in Trooper Davis's death, plus the death of his own wife, Nicole. Authorities say Trooper Davis was responding to a domestic dispute at the home of Justin Walters. Walters was clad only in shorts when he was brought to a town court around 4 o'clock this morning to be charged with first and second degree murder. A live look now in Watertown, where Trooper Davis worked, where in an hour and a half, about an hour and 15 minutes, the troopers there will give us an update on everything that's gone on since late last night into this morning, where this all stands. Also, earlier today, Governor Cuomo issued all American flags to fly at half-staff in remembrance of Trooper Davis. Continuing with our top 5, the spokesman for Russian President Vladimir Putin says the Kremlin is unaware of a meeting between Donald Trump's senior staff and a Russian lawyer during the 2016 campaign, where the Russian reportedly said she had information about Hillary Clinton. President Trump's eldest son changed his account of the meeting he had with a Russian lawyer during that campaign over the weekend, saying on Sunday the lawyer told him she had information about Clinton. The body of a Central Square woman has been recovered in Jefferson County. Deputies say they responded to Floodwood Pond in the town of Ellisburg for reports of several people struggling in the water. The pond spills into Lake Ontario. Officials say Yvonne Krause was trying to save several children when she was overcome by the current and drowned. Her body was found in Lake Ontario. Kids from New York City are arriving in Central New York today through the Fresh Air Fund. The kids will spend the next few weeks with volunteer host families in Williamstown, Central Square, Oswego, Sterling, Tully, Auburn, and Jamesville. The fund has provided free summer experiences to nearly 2 million New York City kids from low-income communities for decades. Today is the 20th anniversary of Peppino's Restaurant and Catering Company in Syracuse, and the pizza place is celebrating with a customer appreciation deal. Peppino's will be selling medium cheese pizzas for $1 today. This deal is only available from 3 this afternoon till 6, and it's only valid at their Grant Boulevard location in store only. The limit is 1 pizza per person. Now, one last check of your forecast with meteorologist Matt Stevens.
Hey, thank you, Allison. Quick check of your plows and mows, mow or no forecast for this afternoon. I'd say go for it. I think today is a mow day as we're into a generally dry setup through the afternoon. Tuesday looking like a no mow due to the fact that we're back into scattered showers and thunderstorms. Most of Wednesday now appears fine, just later in the day when a lot of people, of course, will be getting out of work. That doesn't look the best, so that's why we're still sticking with iffy, even though the vast majority of the daylight hours are looking fine on our Wednesday. For Thursday, back to a no-mow situation as we're into scattered showers and thunderstorms once again. Here's our 7-day, looking for a high up around about 83 degrees this afternoon. Breezy, turning a little muggy by the end of the day under partly sunny skies. Back into some spotty showers and thunderstorms coming up tonight. 69 degrees for a muggy low. Humid on our Tuesday, 82 degrees. A couple more scattered showers and thunderstorms, so slightly better coverage of those showers and storms tomorrow. Muggy on our Wednesday, most of the daylight hours dry. Just a chance of a late day shower or storm at 80 degrees.
Matt, thank you. And don't forget, we are streaming that news conference live on the death of Trooper Davis on our website at 1:45 at cnycentral.com.